Socialism and democratic socialism share the goal of forcefully preventing the competition of businesses that are privately owned, at least in industries perceived to be essential. The socialist and democratic socialist want to take production equipment and facilities away from private hands and steal them for collective ownership. Under socialism, this process can occur through centralized, authoritarian measures, sometimes limiting democratic input. In contrast, democratic socialism emphasizes achieving these changes through democratic means, ensuring that policies reflect the will of the thieving, parasitic people. Both systems typically allow private business to operate in non-essential sectors, specifically because they want to still tax them due to the parasitic nature of the socialist in general. But essential industries are still heavily controlled to prioritize perceived social welfare, which is also just to say that the collective will continue to use force to get what they want, forcing worker ownership and equality of outcome. This is the great church of force and control, which starts from the argument of only forcing for worker ownership to be the only controls over the means of production, and then it will maintain that even the non-essential industries that compete will need to be taxed extensively, which serves to continue to reduce the incentive to be in business in the first place, until the plunder has reached a point we can call it communism. And now the state has forcefully monopolized even the non-essential industries, and now each member of society is obligated to work in order to continue getting essential things like housing and water. The members of society feel as though they are confined to the will of the collective, which many of them are fine with, and only some of them are going to notice that they have no hope for the kind of life they would prefer. Equality of outcome is the goal, so equality of outcome is what will prevail, and those with innovations and aspirations of all kinds will be more likely to quietly ignore their higher aspirations, because their life is not theirs and is controlled by the collective. It is true this lack of incentive that socialism and communism both bring poverty and stifle advancements.